The day Ronaldinho and other Brazilian legends destroyed Argentina in a decisive match was a historic moment in football. This happened on June 29, 2005, in a massive clash between Brazil and Argentina in the final of the Confederations Cup. Argentina was the favorite to win this match since just weeks earlier, Brazil had lost 3-1 in Buenos Aires in the FIFA World Cup 2006 qualifiers. To get revenge and lift the trophy, Brazil, led by Pereira, had a squad packed with superstars like Dida, Lucio, Robinho, Adriano, Kaká, and Ronaldinho, who was at his peak and considered the best player in the world. On the other side, Argentina wasn't lacking talent either, with stars like Pablo Sorin, Carlos Tevez, Esteban Cambiaso, Javier Zanetti, and Juan Román Riquelme. It was one of football's biggest rivalries in a final that went down in history. As soon as the ref blew the whistle, the game started at full throttle, with Ronaldinho getting stuck in and committing fouls early on. The first big chance of the match came in the 4th minute, when Riquelme delivered a pinpoint cross to Delgado, who was completely unmarked and struck a low shot across the box. But Brazil's defense breathed a sigh of relief when Lucio, in a clutch moment, made a crucial interception and sent the ball out for a corner. The game had barely started, but it was already turning into a foul fest. One of the most notable challenges happened in the 8th minute when Robinho was taken down on the right flank. Ronaldinho stepped up for the free kick and whipped in a perfect cross into the box. Adriano, well positioned, nodded the ball towards the center, but with no teammate nearby to pounce on it, Argentina's defense managed to clear the danger without much trouble. But that day, Adriano was hungry for goals, and it didn't take long for him to deliver. In the 10th minute, Brazil intercepted a loose pass and launched a lethal counterattack. Cicinho, with sharp vision, charged down the wing before picking out Adriano, who was perfectly placed in midfield. Wearing the number 9 shirt, the Brazilian striker showed insane footwork, smoothly dribbling past the first defender before cutting inside to create just enough space for a thunderous strike from outside the box. Adriano's left-footed rocket was so powerful and precise that it completely outclassed the experienced Argentine keeper, blasting into the net with an unstoppable force. The goal sent the Brazilian fans into a frenzy and sparked wild celebrations among the players. They all rushed to embrace Adriano, whose absolute screamer not only lifted the squad's spirits, but also gave Brazil a crucial early lead in the final. Just 2 minutes later, Ronaldinho, eager to show his magic, was brutally hacked down while attempting a dribble, showing just how tight and aggressive Argentina's marking was. Then, in the 14th minute, Argentina hit back with a dangerous counter after stealing possession. Riquelme drove forward, and just outside the box, cut inside onto his right foot, setting himself up for a powerful shot from distance. Despite the venom behind the strike, the accuracy wasn't quite there, and the ball flew harmlessly past the goal, going out for a goal kick. Kaká's time to shine had finally come. Go, player! Before you keep watching, don't forget to smash that subscribe button on the channel. Around 15 minutes in, Brazil turned up the heat with some slick, passing deep in the opponent's half, ending with Robinho setting up Kaká just outside the box. Despite being surrounded by defenders, Kaká didn't think twice and unleashed a thunderous, right-footed strike from long range. His shot was pure perfection, sending the ball flying majestically toward the top corner. The Argentine keeper, completely beaten by the trajectory, could do nothing but watch as the net ball. What a screamer! Brazil's second banger of the match, once again from outside the box, this time courtesy of Kaká, showcased the Brazilians' insane finishing ability. The celebration was just as electric as the goal, with Kaká lifting his hands to the sky in gratitude before being mobbed by his ecstatic teammates. The joy was undeniable as Brazil, now 2 goals up against their biggest rival, was running riot on enemy turf in a crucial final. At the 19th minute, Brazil launched another attack down the left with Robinho, only for the play to be stopped by an Argentine handball. Ronaldinho stepped up for the free kick and, despite the long distance, fired a precise shot toward goal. However, an Argentine defender heroically blocked what could have been an absolute screamer from the Brazilian magician. By the 27th minute, tempers flared as Coloccini went in dirty on Ronaldinho, catching him in the face with his arm. Furious, Ronaldinho retaliated with a sharp elbow to the Argentine's face. The ref stepped in to calm things down, booking both players with yellow cards to regain control of the match. By the 34th minute, the drama kept unfolding as Sorin attempted to con the referee by throwing himself to the ground inside the box, desperately looking for a penalty. But the ref saw right through the act and immediately hit him with a well-deserved yellow for diving. Ronaldinho, up until that point, had been struggling to fully impose himself, constantly hacked down by the opposition. At the 40th minute, another harsh foul came his way as an Argentine defender aggressively stomped on his heel, making it clear how tight the marking was on him. But just moments later, fired up by frustration, Ronaldinho took matters into his own hands, driving forward with dazzling footwork, weaving past defenders. As he reached the box, though, he was instantly swarmed and dispossessed by a wall of Argentine shirts, shutting down what what could have been a spectacular solo goal. As the first half came to a close, Brazil won a free kick in attack, with Ronaldinho stepping up once again. The maestro whipped in an inch-perfect cross, finding Lucio, who, in an outrageous display of skill, flicked the ball up with his head and attempted a stunning bicycle kick. The shot whizzed just past the post, leaving the crowd in awe at the sheer brilliance of Brazil's players. Even their defenders were pulling off jaw-dropping moves. Soon after, the ref blew the whistle to kick off the second half, with Ronaldinho now on a mission to make his mark on the game. Just 1 minute into the second half, the Brazilian squad showed their determination by launching a slick attacking move, exchanging quick and precise passes. Cicinho, showcasing his skill and vision, breezed past his marker and surged down the right flank, earning a roar of approval from the crowd. With pinpoint accuracy, he whipped in a cross into the box where Ronaldinho, perfectly positioned and completely unmarked, was waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Without hesitation, Ronaldinho smashed a first-time shot, putting his football genius on full display. The strike was so powerful and precise that it completely outclassed the Argentine keeper, humiliatingly slipping right between his legs before slamming into the back of the net. The stadium erupted in pure ecstasy as Brazil celebrated their third goal in style. Ronaldinho, always the entertainer, celebrated in iconic fashion, running across the pitch while flashing his famous hang-loose hand gesture before embracing Cicinho in gratitude for the flawless assist. On the other side, the Argentine goalkeeper's face was a mix of frustration and embarrassment. Conceding such a humiliating goal in the final of the Confederations Cup against their biggest rival was a brutal blow, highlighting the devastating psychological impact of Brazil's third strike, another legendary moment in the fierce Brazil-Argentina rivalry. Shortly after, in the 48th minute, Brazil came close to striking again in a nerve-wracking sequence. Ronaldinho curled in a wicked corner kick with such precision that it forced the goalkeeper to punch it away in a panic. However, the rebound fell straight back to Ronaldinho, who immediately sent another cross into the box. This time, an Argentine defender attempted to clear it, but instead he dangerously redirected the ball towards his own goal. It narrowly missed the crossbar before going out for another corner. Argentina quickly responded with a dangerous set piece after earning a free kick in attack. The ball was whipped into the box with pinpoint accuracy, sparking a chaotic aerial battle. After a series of headers, the ball landed perfectly at the feet of Colaccini, who found himself completely unmarked inside the area, one-on-one with the Brazilian keeper. It was Argentina's best chance of the match, but the defender's lack of composure was evident. His finishing was woeful, sending the ball wide past the post and wasting a golden opportunity that could have shifted the momentum of the game. Meanwhile, Ronaldinho remained relentless in his pursuit of extending Brazil's lead. In the 51st minute, Brazil regained possession and launched a blistering counterattack, with Ronaldinho charging up the field at full speed. As he approached the penalty area, he laid it off to Kaká, who drove into the box and unleashed a powerful, precise strike towards goal. Just as the fourth goal seemed inevitable, the Argentine goalkeeper pulled off an incredible save, deflecting the shot and preventing what could have been the final nail in the coffin. Only 2 minutes later, Brazil was on the attack again, but was halted by a foul on Zé Roberto just outside the box. The free kick put Argentina on high alert as Ronaldinho, a dead ball specialist and a master of scoring from this range, stepped up for the shot. As the referee gave the go-ahead, Ronaldinho struck a flawless, pinpoint free kick that looked destined to find the back of the net. However, the Argentine keeper, displaying perfect positioning, made a composed save to deny yet another goal. At the 57th minute, Brazil ramped up the pressure again as Ronaldinho played a slick pass inside the box to Robinho. With his signature flair, Robinho shook off his marker, cut inside, and unleashed a rocket toward goal. The ball looked destined for the net, but smashed off the crossbar and bounced back into play. The rebound fell perfectly for Ronaldinho, who instinctively went for a cheeky lob finish. But before the celebration could begin, the referee had already blown the whistle. Ronaldinho was caught offside, and the goal wouldn't stand. Now, it was Adriano's time to shine again. By the 62nd minute, Brazil orchestrated another breathtaking attack, with Ronaldinho showing his genius by pinging a pinpoint long pass to Cicinho on the right wing. With immaculate control, Cicinho settled the ball and delivered a picture-perfect cross into the box. Adriano, positioned to perfection, soared above the defenders with insane athleticism and met the ball with a thunderous header. The sheer power behind it left the Argentine keeper helpless. He could only watch as the net rippled. Absolute scenes. Brazil's fourth goal of the night sent the stadium into a frenzy, with players, coaches, and fans erupting in celebration. Smashing 4 past Argentina in Buenos Aires in the Confederations Cup final was nothing short of historic, a true testament to Brazilian footballing brilliance. But Argentina wasn't about to roll over. They were ready to fight until the final whistle. That fighting spirit was on full display just 2 minutes later at the 64th minute when they launched a lethal counterattack. Delgado, charging down the right flank, whipped in a laser-accurate cross. Aymar, wearing the number 10 shirt, found himself unmarked and pounced on the delivery with a diving header. The power behind it was unreal. Dida stretched reached for it, but couldn't keep it out, and the ball slammed into the back of the net. A goal back for Argentina, but the reaction said it all. There was no wild celebration, just a cold, determined glare from their players. They grabbed the ball and rushed back to the center spot, making it clear they still believed in the comeback. The game was still alive, and the tension was through the roof. As the clock hit 79 minutes, Brazil won a free kick near the opponent's box. Ronaldinho, always a maestro with dead balls, stepped up and delivered a lethal cross into the heart of the area. Lucio, the Brazilian center back, despite being surrounded by defenders, managed to connect with a shot, redirecting the ball toward the goal. To Argentina's relief, the ball narrowly missed the post and went out for a goal kick. Right after Brazil's chance, Argentina launched a well-coordinated attacking move that ended with Soren receiving the ball inside the box. He wasted no time and fired a powerful, precise strike toward goal. However, Dida, reacting with lightning reflexes, pulled off a crucial save, keeping the scoreboard untouched. The game's intensity remained sky-high until the final whistle, triggering an explosive celebration from the Brazilian squad. With their Confederations Cup triumph over Argentina, Brazil proved that their dominance goes beyond individual brilliance. They stood out as a team feared worldwide. The day Ronaldinho, retired but still smashing it for Barcelona, schooled the legends of his biggest rivals team was epic. The friendly match between the Barcelona and Real Madrid legends went down on April 28, 2017 in Lebanon. Barca rolled out with a sick squad, featuring legends like Davids, Zambrotta, Juli, Edmilson, and their star player Ronaldinho, a true football wizard who could do mind-blowing stuff with the ball. Real Madrid wasn't slacking either, rocking solid players like Morientes, Anelka, Carambeu, Savio, and Amavisca. It was a clash of sport legends, plus a prime time for Ronaldinho to flex why he's hailed as one of the all-time greats. The ref kicked off the game and things got heated right from the start. Just 5 minutes in, the first real threat popped off, sparked by a foul against Samo. Edmilson took the free kick quick, sending the ball to Juli on the right, who instantly whipped it into the box. Though the opposing defense managed to block and clear the initial ball, the rebound fell to Zambrotta. He took control and fired off a shot, but it wasn't on target, and the ball rolled out of play. Soon after, Barca set up another attack on the right, with Ronaldinho dishing a slick pass to Juli, who was bolting to meet the ball. But just as he was about to take control, Juli got taken down by a slide tackle from behind. Ronaldinho then stepped up to take the free kick, swinging the ball into the area. However, the Real Madrid goalie was on point, moving quickly to snatch up the pass. Now it was time for Ronaldinho to show off his magic in the game. At the 7-minute mark, Barcelona launched into a dynamic attack with Ronaldinho, who, perfectly placed in midfield, pulled off a stunning pass into the box. Showing off his insane game sense, he glanced the other way, totally faking out the defense as he sent the ball through. Juli, on his toes and ready for the action, raced to meet the pass and without a second thought, smashed it first time, drilling the ball straight into the net. That first goal for Barca, all thanks to Ronaldinho's killer assist, seriously pumped up the crowd. The fans were buzzing not just over the slick football skills on display, but also about their team snagging an early lead in the game. Go, player! Before you keep watching, don't forget to smash that subscribe button on the channel. Minutes after scoring, Barca was on the attack again, with Ronaldinho dishing out another of his signature no-look passes, this time finding Mendieta on the left. Mendieta tried to capitalize, whipping across into the box, but the opposing goalie was alert, cutting off the pass and stopping Barca's advance. Right after, Real Madrid hit back with a quick counter led by Morientes, who nearing the box decided to let fly a long-range shot, but the shot wasn't on point, and the ball rolled out of play. By the 18th minute, Barca was pressing again, with Ronaldinho trying an early pass to Davids, but the Real Madrid goalie was on his game, coming off his line to snatch up the pass. Around the 20-minute mark, it was Real Madrid's turn to attack, with Morientes feeding the ball to De La Red, who took the pass, broke into the box, and fired a shot at goal. However, the Barca keeper stepped up and pulled off a spectacular save. Right after a Real Madrid attack, Barcelona quickly hit back with Ronaldinho, who, using his sharp game vision, unleashed a gorgeous through pass to Juli. He sped up to catch the ball inside the box and smartly back-passed it, looking for Mendieta. However, the Real Madrid keeper, again well-positioned, intercepted and made the save, keeping Barca from widening the lead. At the 22-minute mark, Real Madrid launched an attack on the left, with Savio swinging across into the box. While the initial pass was picked off by Barcelona's defenders, the ball ended up with De La Red, who dodged a marker and fired at goal. The Barca keeper, on his toes, blocked the attempt, pushing the ball away. Minutes later, Barcelona organized an attack with Davids and Ronaldinho swapping passes until Davids, getting the ball back, was brought down near the box. Given the closeness of the foul and Ronaldinho's history of banging in beautiful free kicks, This was a serious threat to the opposing team. When the ref gave the go-ahead, Ronaldinho took a precise shot at the goal. Yet the Real Madrid keeper, well-placed, managed to make the save, keeping the score unchanged. Approaching the 28-minute mark, Real Madrid earned a corner, which was taken with a dangerous cross into the area. The ball sailed past the defense and met Sanz, who quickly set it up for Fernando, positioned outside the box. Fernando blasted an incredibly powerful shot towards the goal. The strike was so well placed that the Barca keeper didn't even attempt to save, watching the ball nestle perfectly into the desired corner. This spectacular goal by Fernando not only brought Real Madrid back into the game, but also ramped up the rivalry between the teams. Now was the time for Ronaldinho to whip out his genius in the game again. At the 37-minute mark, the talented Brazilian player showcased his insane vision and passing skills by dishing out a masterful assist to Simão inside the box. With the ball neatly under control and one-on-one with the keeper, Simão kept his cool and nailed a precise shot, driving the ball to the back of the net. This beautiful goal, thanks to Ronaldinho's awesome assist, put Barcelona back in the lead, ramping up the intensity of the match. At the 41-minute mark, Real Madrid responded with a quick offensive, where De La Red got a cross into the box. As the ball approached, he attempted a flashy volley towards the goal. However, the shot lacked the desired power, allowing the opposing keeper to make a chill and effective save. In the first half stoppage time, Real Madrid made their last attempt with De La Red, taking a long shot from outside the box, but it sailed way off target. Right after, the ref blew the whistle to start the second half, with Real Madrid hungry for an equalizer. At the 46-minute mark, Morientes regained possession for Real Madrid, sparking an attack, exchanging passes with a teammate and pushing up on the left. Approaching the box, he pulled off a slick move, nutmegging an opponent, and tried a pass to the middle. But no teammate was there to meet the ball, squandering a great chance. Around the 50-minute mark, Real Madrid stepped up their offense with Morientes pushing towards the opponent's box. But he was taken down by a foul before he could break through. This foul, in a dangerous spot near the box, posed a major threat to Barcelona. Savio stepped up for the free kick and blasted a strong shot, but it was blocked by the wall. The rebound fell back to his feet, and he fired off another powerful shot that hit the post. Fernando Sanz, well placed near the goal, seized this second chance and slotted the ball into the net. But the celebration was cut short when the ref called offside, nullifying the goal. At the 55-minute mark, Barcelona hit back with a coordinated attack, started by Ronaldinho, who with a crafty chip pass tried to find Davids in the box. However, the opposing defense was alert and intercepted the pass. Still, Barcelona kept possession with Mendieta, launching a shot toward the goal, which unfortunately went wide. Shortly after, Real Madrid resumed the attack, with Anelka sending a cross to Savio in the box. But as Savio was gearing up to head the ball, he collided with an opponent and went down. He stayed on the ground for a while and needed medical attention, eventually being carried off the field. This incident highlighted that even though it was a friendly match, the intense rivalry between the teams mirrored the burning desire on both sides to win the game. Now was the time for Ronaldinho to shine again in the game. At the 61-minute mark, Barcelona launched a quick and slick attack, with Ronaldinho showing off his mastery by sending a perfect through pass to Juli, who hustled to catch the ball inside the box. Facing off with the opposing keeper, Juli didn't hesitate and whipped a low and precise shot, nailing the ball into the net. This goal marked Ronaldinho's third assist of the match, highlighting his crucial role for Barcelona even without scoring. Around the 70th minute, Real Madrid regained possession and launched a counter that ended with De La Red taking a long-range shot. However, the Barcelona keeper was alert and made an excellent save, preventing the goal. Near the 73rd minute, Real Madrid ramped up the attack with De La Red, sending a beautiful pass to Javi Guerrero inside the box, who went one-on-one with the keeper and shot at goal. But the Barcelona keeper was on his game and pulled off another great save. Shortly after, an unusual incident occurred when a Ronaldinho fan invaded the pitch and ran to hug the idol. Security quickly halted the game to escort the fan off, showing the ongoing admiration for Ronaldinho even after his retirement. Around the 77th minute, Ronaldinho was substituted and left the field under the spotlight, surrounded by fans and journalists trying to get close. Police presence was necessary to ensure his safety, highlighting his celebrity status. With Ronaldinho out of the game, things got a bit easier for the opponent. At the 79th minute, Real Madrid launched a dynamic attack led by Javi Guerrero, who was involved in a series of passes before getting the ball back inside the box. Seeing the opposing keeper moving towards him, Guerrero seized the chance to perform a classy chip shot, lofting the ball over the keeper and into the net. This magnificent goal by Guerrero, Real Madrid's second of the match, narrowed Barcelona's lead, making the clash even more competitive and thrilling. As the game neared its end, at the 83rd minute, Real Madrid initiated another coordinated attack with Javi Guerrero receiving the ball on the right and, with a skillful header, setting it up for Velasco, who quickly passed it back. Guerrero then took a directed shot at goal. However, the Barcelona keeper managed to deflect the ball, knocking it out and preventing the goal. At the 86th minute, Barcelona fumbled a back pass under heavy pressure, nearly scoring an own goal. But the keeper acted swiftly and reached the ball in time to clear the danger. In the final minutes of the game, Real Madrid pressed with Javi Guerrero receiving an excellent pass in the box, but he was surrounded and couldn't get a shot off. He quickly passed to Velasco, who returned it, but fell in the box without a penalty being called. Real Madrid kept possession, and Anelka attempted a shot that was blocked by the defense. The rebound fell to De La Red, who fired a powerful shot that ended up going way off target. Not long after, the ref blew the final whistle. Ronaldinho was the star of the match, dishing out 3 killer assists that were crucial for Barcelona's victory over their biggest rival. With this performance, Ronaldinho, even in retirement, managed to show the world once again why he's considered a wizard of football. The day Ronaldinho shone on the field and humiliated Juventus was an epic moment in football. This happened on the 10th of January 2010 during a clash between Milan and Juventus in Turin for the Italian championship. Juventus, playing at home and expected to win, boasted solid players like Gianluigi Buffon, Alessandro Del Piero, and the legend Fabio Cannavaro, one of the few defenders in football history to win the Ballon d'Or. On the other side, Milan had a squad packed with stars like Dida, Andrea Pirlo, Gennaro Gattuso, Alexandre Pato, Clarence Seedorf, and the main star Ronaldinho, a true football wizard capable of pulling off jaw-dropping feats. It was a clash of titans, and another chance for Ronaldinho to showcase his ball magic to the world. When the ref kicked off the match, it started frenetically. Right in the first minute, Ronaldinho showcased his technical skill by regaining possession and swiftly flicking a phenomenal pass to Pato, who was sprinting towards the goal. Pato, already in the box, controlled the ball with his chest but found trouble. Even under pressure, he attempted a shot, but it wasn't powerful enough, making life easy for Buffon, who made the save for Juventus without a hitch. Right after that play, Juventus responded. Vincenzo Iaquinta, with a blistering run, got a majestic through ball in the box. He lined up the shot with intent, but a Milan defender managed to block the attempt, denying a scoring chance. Shortly after, at 3 minutes, Juventus had another great chance when Iaquinta received a superb forward pass and was face-to-face with the keeper, with Del Piero on the left as a passing option. However, he chose to go straight for goal, and the ball whizzed close to the post, exiting by the end line. Del Piero, visibly frustrated, didn't hide his irritation for not getting the pass in a clear position to score. Now, it was Ronaldinho's turn to reappear in the game. Around the 4-minute mark, Milan launched a devastating attack, dismantling the opposition's defense with quick passes, ending with a pass from Seedorf to Ronaldinho on the left, inside the box. Even under heavy pressure, and with the ball nearly slipping out of bounds, Ronaldinho still managed to fire a cross shot towards the goal. However, the opposing keeper was alert and managed to intercept the shot. Just 11 minutes in, Juventus had Milan's defense sweating bullets. Claudio Marchisio, making a gutsy call, unleashed a powerhouse right foot strike from outside the box. The shot was so fierce that even with Dida in good position, the keeper couldn't hold on to the ball and only managed a partial block. Luckily, a Milan defender was quick on his feet and cleared the rebound threat in no time. By the 13th minute, the game was evenly matched, but that all changed when Milan regained possession in midfield. Seedorf, with his razor-sharp game vision, dished out a masterful pass to Antonini, who was primed to attack. Antonini, bursting with speed and unwavering determination, tore through the opposing defense and charged into the box. Before any defender could cut him off, he fired a precise and powerful shot. The strike was so well placed that even Buffon's quick reflexes fell short. The ball rocketed into the net, marking Milan's first goal of the game. This crucial early goal kicked off a wild celebration among the Milan players, now holding a significant edge on enemy turf against a formidable foe. The jubilation was tangible, as this goal might just be the first hint of a memorable victory over a strong rival. Meanwhile, Ronaldinho was itching to show off his skills. At the 26th minute, the Brazilian star dazzled with some fancy footwork, juggling the ball despite heavy pressure from opponents, leaving the crowd in awe. Shortly after, Ronaldinho shone again by intercepting an enemy pass and sparking a devastating counterattack. He advanced, exchanging sharp passes with teammates, and even after a pass was picked off, he quickly reclaimed the ball with agility and resolve. Continuing his march towards the opponent's goal, Ronaldinho then got a slick pass from Pato inside the box. With all the cool and skill only a player of his stature could muster, Ronaldinho seized the moment and sent a low, relentless shot toward goal. Buffon made a heroic effort to save, but Ronaldinho's perfectly placed strike tucked into the corner, leaving no chance for a save. Ronaldinho's celebration was a show in itself. He sprinted across the field, flaunting his iconic hang-loose gestures, and topped it off with some of his signature samba moves. The stadium roared as Ronaldinho not only showcased his exceptional talent with the ball, but also his genuine charisma and unmistakable flair, celebrating in a way only he can. 2 goals down on their own turf with a packed house, frustration began to grip the Juventus players. This was evident at the 35th minute when Cannavaro, in a moment of desperation, committed a harsh foul on Marco Borriello. The aggression cost Cannavaro dearly, earning him a yellow card for the foul, ramping up the pressure on the home team even more. At 38 minutes, in a desperate attempt, Juventus surged forward with Del Piero, who unleashed a powerful long-distance shot with his left foot. The shot was precise and threatening, but Dida, with quick reflexes, pulled off a spectacular save for Milan. The tension in the game remained high until the last moments of the first half. As soon as the referee blew the whistle to start the second half, the intensity skyrocketed. At 49 minutes, Milan launched an attack when Alexandre Pato received the ball but was brutally taken down by a violent foul from Grosso, who hit him from behind. The referee, fully attentive to the play, quickly punished Grosso with a yellow card. Unshaken, Pato quickly got up, grabbed the ball, and positioned himself for the free kick. With the referee's signal, he delivered a powerful and precise shot. However, on the other side was Manager, who had just entered the game and, with sharp reflexes, made a spectacular save, thwarting the Milanese attack. Now, it was Ronaldinho's turn to showcase his magic again. Immediately after the previous play, Milan attacked again, with Ronaldinho advancing on the left. Challenging the defense, he dribbled into the box and passed to Marco Borriello, who, unfortunately, lost control of the ball as he tried to advance. However, the Juventus defense got confused in their attempt to clear the play, allowing Milan to quickly regain possession. With a touch of magic, Ronaldinho, with his back to the goal, found Borriello with a spectacular pass. But under intense pressure, Borriello was dispossessed before he could finish, frustrating a promising play. At 53 minutes, Milan regained possession, and Ronaldinho initiated a thrilling counterattack, skillfully dribbling past an opponent and using his vision to send a precise pass to Alexandre Pato in attack. However, as Pato sped to reach the ball, he was taken down by an opposing defender, but the referee surprisingly chose not to call the foul. Shortly after, Ronaldinho picked up the ball on the left of the attack and attempted to showcase his famous dribbling, facing 2 opposing defenders at once. But this time they were prepared and managed to dispossess the star, thwarting his attempt to pass. At 62 minutes, Milan initiated an attack from the right, with Alexandre Pato executing spectacular dribbles to get past 2 defenders. As he was about to enter the box, a third opponent took him down with a dangerous foul. Near the box, this infraction posed an imminent risk to the opposing team, especially with Pirlo, a master at free kicks, ready to execute. At the referee's whistle, instead of aiming directly at the goal, Pirlo opted for a cunning cross. However, the opposing defense was alert and managed to intercept the pass, neutralizing the threat. It was about time Ronaldinho shone again in the match. And that's exactly what happened at the 66th minute when Milan launched another devastating attack, with Zambrotta delivering a precise pass on the right wing and whipping in a dangerous cross into the box. The Juventus defense managed to clear the ball initially, but by a twist of fate, it fell perfectly to Ronaldinho inside the box. The Brazilian star, spotting a tempting gap between the defenders, didn't hesitate and fired a low shot with extreme precision towards the goal. Substitute keeper Manager stretched to his limit to reach the ball. However, Ronaldinho's shot was so perfect that it went past him and rippled the net. The ace celebrated with contagious euphoria, ripping off his shirt, twirling it in the air, and waving to the crowd of Milan fans who were buzzing with the scene. The celebration didn't stop there, as Ronaldinho also delivered his iconic samba steps, stamping the moment with his signature pure pure joy. Meanwhile, the Juventus players looked beaten and humiliated, now trailing at home by 3 goals, feeling the weight of defeat in front of their own fans. As the clock neared 70 minutes of play, Milan's coach decided on a strategic move, substituting Ronaldinho for Inzaghi, preserving the star for future clashes. As he walked off the pitch, Ronaldinho was warmly embraced by his teammates, showing gratitude for having such a caliber player alongside them. At this moment, Milan's fans stood up and gave a rousing round of applause, a true storm of clapping that echoed through the stadium, reflecting the immense respect and admiration everyone felt for the Brazilian star. As he left the field, even Milan's coach couldn't contain his admiration, approaching to shake hands and hug Ronaldinho, thanking him for having such exceptional talent in his squad. The substitution of Ronaldinho was a magical moment, celebrated by all as the departure of a true football icon. The game remained electrifying, and at the 73rd minute, Milan unleashed another dangerous attack with a long pass. The Juventus defense initially repelled the ball, but the rebound fell perfectly for Alexandre Pato. Quickly, Pato tried to connect with Inzaghi, but an opposing defender, in a moment of pure instinct, touched the ball, diverting its course and nullifying a great attacking opportunity for Milan. With Ronaldinho's departure, the game began to turn more favorable for Juventus. At 76 minutes, Juve launched a blistering attack when Claudio Marchisio, with determination, fired a powerful and accurate shot from outside the box. But Dida was alert and made a good save, keeping the score unchanged. Immediately after, Juventus initiated a swift counterattack with Del Piero receiving the ball in attack, advancing into the box, facing the marking, and unleashing a cross shot. However, Milan's defense was alert, and with a decisive intervention, managed to clear the danger. The final minutes of the game were a true test of endurance for Milan, who withstood intense pressure. Yet, at the sound of the final whistle, the stadium erupted in applause, with fans celebrating the team's brilliant performance. Ronaldinho emerged as the great hero of the match, displaying spectacular football and scoring 2 decisive goals that sealed a dominant victory against a formidable opponent on enemy territory.